Okay, folks, in this PowerPoint, I'm going to explain to you how you should proceed with your character counts essay. Remember, in the beginning, the introduction to this particular mode was to have you identify 3 particular character traits that you want to focus on in your piece of writing. And you've chosen them via a list and some brainstorming with fellow classmates. So now you have your big 3 to work with. So how do you proceed? So you have your person, right? And you've identified their 3 character traits, correct? Okay, and here we go with the next step. You need to provide examples within each of those character trait paragraphs. You need to show these traits in action. And a good way to think about how to develop your paragraphs and develop this character trait more fully and more authentically is to think about whether or not your examples can be filmed. So they've got to be specific details, a time, a place, an event. You don't want to just end up with a lot of vagaries and abstracts. So what do I mean when I say, what are these examples that could be filmed? What are active examples? It means that the body paragraphs show this trait in action. Those examples within the body paragraph need to be detailed instances. Let's do an example. Say the trait that you're working on is helpful. Maria pitches in every night and does the dinner dishes for her entire family. My brother walks my dog at 5 o'clock 3 times a week so I can stay later at work. This shows he is being helpful. Jose does the task that no one else likes to do. When the apartment gets messy, he breaks out the vacuum, showing helpfulness, the quality of being helpful. Antonio's sister helped him to earn a B+ in algebra by tutoring him 3 times a week for the entire semester. So those are examples that clearly worked. They show the trait in action. Well, what examples wouldn't be good? What do you want to steer away from? And the answer is, as mentioned before, vague sample examples. John's a great guy. Is he really? In what way? I can always count on her. When? Under what circumstances? She's my go-to friend. What is meant by that? When do you go to her? And my very favorite that I always end up with, he is always there for me. Again, how, in what way, under what circumstances? What if you give as your example, he's always there for me whenever I need a boost, or she has always been my shoulder to cry on, or I can always count on Joe or Jose or Marie. Is he was always there for me a quality example to use? Wouldn't your reader have questions? And that's what you want to avoid. You should be able to share this trait with your reader so they have very few questions once they finish your paragraph. Think back. When, what, why, in what way, how? The reader would ask these questions in that particular example. When was he there for you? When does he show he's a great guy? When is she being supportive? Is this better? John was supportive when I first entered school and did not know anyone. We might be getting there, right? Could it be improved upon? He was supported when I first entered school and I did not know anyone. That almost serves as a good first topic sentence, but could you add even more information to make that example shine and become more active? When I first entered the new school and did not know anyone, he volunteered to sit next to me. Aha, we can see that in action. He's sitting at a desk near your desk. Action, people. To recap, quality examples are action examples. Bring your character traits to life. This character trait essay requires that you dig deeper and go further. Explain to the reader. You've got yourself a character that you want to describe. You know the traits that you're going to be focused on. Now, within those body paragraphs, remember, one paragraph per trait, you must get at how, why, under what circumstances, what was the event, what was the instance where that trait was brought to life. Do yourself a favor, go back and review this PowerPoint again, and you'll get the idea. You're filmmakers, people. Do a good job.